What-o there, peasants, and welcome! Welcome back to Overwatch with me, Mr. Chayification. Here we are playing a little bit of Overwatch with Hanzo, I believe. Yes, Hanzo, who's probably my favourite character in this whole sort of set of characters on. Currently, anyway. I mean, I like Junkrat a lot, but Hanzo's just awesome. I love games with bows and arrows. I think there's like, I love Far Cry Primal with the whole bow and arrow. I love the Huntsman in TF2 with the whole bow and arrow stuff as well. So naturally, I enjoy the bow and arrow in this game as well. But here we are. I have no idea where we're playing. I think it's like the Nepal or something. I think it's Nepal. Got a bit of lag here at the start, unfortunately. But yeah, we are playing on Nepal, and I am on the blue team, if that makes any difference. I think. I don't think it makes any difference, but I'm on a team. Nonetheless, I'm on a team, which always helps. It's like an attack and defend kind of style of game. There is one point situated in the middle, which you have to fight over, and I am currently having to capture this because, you know, we lost it, which kind of sucks. Now, from what I've played in Overwatch, I'm not a terrible Hanzo. I don't think I'm a terrible Hanzo. I'm not a bad shot with it. I mean, this video is probably not the greatest of examples of that, but I am not a terrible shot with this, with the bow. Most of the time, this bow is you have to lead the shot, obviously, because the projectile has to fly through the air, of course, and if you don't hit the person, then it's not too much of a big deal. But you have a couple of different things you can do. You have kind of a, it's like a recon kind of, I don't even know what to call it, to be honest. A recon thing, a recon arrow, which plops a little kind of like scanner thing, which if anyone walks in it, boom, you get to see the person. And then you have, obviously, your standard arrow, and you have that one there, which is the one that as soon as the arrow hits a surface, it splits apart into multiple pieces. I think it's like 10 pieces, I think, it splits apart into. So you can use that quite strategically, especially when it comes to corners. If you've got it with you and you can fire it into a corner, then brilliant. But obviously, depending on the projectile, which way it's traveling, it can obviously go off in a completely different direction, which is incredibly useless to you. If that does happen, that is maddeningly useless to you. Do get a nice kill on the healer there, and we managed to get our ultimate, which is this freaking awesome thing. You basically fire 2 spiritual dragons out of the end of your bow, which is just awesome. Given that the bow isn't exactly very old-fashioned, it's quite a modern bow in this kind of cases. But then again, this guy does have robotic legs, so yeah, but yeah, so that's a very cool, very cool thing, which I enjoy very much so. No idea what happened there. I'm pretty sure it was with Tracer's annoying kind of special ultimate thing. But we get resurrected by Callmaker. Thank you very much, Callmaker. You beautiful person. Managed to get the kill on the annoying guy that killed me in the first place. And of course, we've spotted these people down here. So we have the cooldown for our different weapons, our different abilities. It's okay. Now I die. It's a couple. It's like 10 seconds for the split arrow, and I believe it's 20 for the recon arrow. I can't remember what it's called, in all fairness. But yeah, the little thing that shoots a what's it and makes everyone see you. That thing. So if I've got any tips for playing as this character. No. Well, yes, I do. There are a few which I can say. I mean, I'm not exactly the best player in the world, but it is never stop moving, and don't, you know, always move. Always move. Now, a lot of people are going to say, well, you can say that about any character. Yes, you could. But ultimately, this one in particular, I mean, you can hit pretty hard if you hit the person, of course. Like that one, if you saw the first shot, I did like about 3/4 of the person's health just on the first shot. But in all fairness, you have to continue to move around and have to continue to look about where you're going. If you don't, someone will creep up and you're quite an easy target if need be. You haven't exactly got the most health, 200 health, which isn't very much. If you get caught in a tight spot, spam the hell out of your arrows. They are unlimited. You haven't got to worry about reloading. They are unlimited, and you can fire them relatively quickly, which is always a good thing. You can fire them relatively fast if you need to. Another thing to do is, if you feel like you're going to die, if you genuinely feel like this is a hopeless cause, I'm not going to beat this person, and you have your little kind of radar arrow thing, shoot it near you. Shoot it at the ground, shoot it somewhere where it's going to show up on other people's map to come and help you. Everyone can see that person. So as you can see there, you can see the big, whatever his name is, Winston. You can see him because of my my arrow, which I fired down. So that is the thing. If they're very close to you, you might see me do it a few times, where I will shoot the arrow essentially at the floor in the hopes that I will be able to beacon the hell out of these people so they'll be able to see them. Another thing you can do as well if you're in a tight spot, if you have the splitting arrow as well, is to aim at the person's feet. If you feel like you're not going to be able to hit them, but you can kind of get a rough idea about where they're going to be, or if they're running towards you, for example, or kind of dodging around or whatever, you can shoot at the floor and it will split and fire out into their sort of into their face. It will split apart exactly where they are, and you'll be able to get a good hit on the person. So that's another thing you can try and do. It's not a terrible idea to be able to do that. Obviously, the split one comes in useful around corners, and always recommend that whenever you get your ultimate, use it as quickly as you can. Use it. Don't force to use it, but use it as quickly as you physically can, because chances are there's never going to be a time which is perfect. If you find even if it's going to kill 1 or 2 people, there's only 6 people on the team, you got to remember. So if it takes out 1 or 2, that's a third of their team gone. And it's going to be very useful for you and the rest of your team to be able to maneuver themselves around. So if you get your ultimate, try and use it relatively fast. There's no point waiting for that perfect time, because that perfect time will never come up. Chances are the perfect time was that time just then to use it when you got it. So there you go. That is our game for a bit of Overwatch. We're playing a bit of Overwatch here. I am going to be playing this game massively when it comes out, guys. I'm not sure into the state that it's going to go onto the channel and all that. It will go onto the channel. It's a bit confusing at the moment. You'll have to bear with me, and the whole channel kind of state its thing. But yes, that is a good thing. I am enjoying this game very much so. I cannot wait to get my hands on it once again. I'm unfortunately out of the beta now. This is some footage I got from the weekend. But it's back again in about a week's time. The actual closed beta finishes soon anyway. It finishes in like a couple of days. But yeah. So I hope you did enjoy this video, guys. If you did please post a comment down below and give us a good old-fashioned like as well. Give me some tips, anything you think I should do, any criticisms or whatever. Post them in the comments, because I will read them. I read everything I get, basically. Literally everything. I don't get that many, so I read everything. And of course, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Then do chuck us down a good old-fashioned subscription. And I will see you. This is the worst play of the game in the world. No idea how this got this. But yeah. Thank you very much, guys. Toodaloo. It's yeah, we'll do 1.5. Oh my lord. Camera just threw itself across the screen there. Scared the hell out of me. Scared the bejesus out of me. I can't believe how much time we're taking building this thing. That's the thing with this game. You spend a lot